Hello. Hello. People are binging me and bonging me here. I don't know why. Let's have a quick look before we start the live. Oh, it's somebody from the craft show. Hi, Lizzie. Hi, Cole. Hi, Chris. Welcome back. Hi, Munchkin. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Nathan. Hi, Esther. Hi, Esther. Hi, Suzanne. I love this. It's a kind of, I don't know what you call it. It's not a poncho. It's a, reminds me of The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, you know, those spaghetti westerns. But it is lovely. And I wish I could remember where I got it from, because I would love another one in a different colour, because it's so warm. It's like woven. Oh, my fire's spitting at me. Oh, I've had a terrible time with that fire today. The wood must be a bit damp and it would not light. This poor son been laying in front of it trying to get it to ignite all night. Anyway, it's going now. Are you still not moved, Chris? I thought you'd have been settled in by now. All settled in and done and dusted and, you know, in your new abode and everything would be hunky-dory. But I'm glad to see you anyway. You have been missed, Chris. Yeah, I mean, Kaz has missed you more than anybody. I think I need to cut my fringe. It's in my eyes. Yeah. Are you ready for off yet, Chris? Are you ready for going? What's the weather like? Freezing. Freezing. Oh, yeah, Chris, you've not been around, have I? We've had a swap around. The house is swapped around. The room's swapped around. Oh, you can't see much, can you, because of my chair? But the sofa's over there by the window now, in the draft. And I'm over here out of the draft. Still got my light sprinkling for you. I must have known you were coming on, Chris. I put my light on. I got told off last week because I didn't have my light on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had a complete swap round. I was sitting in a draft over by the window and I kept getting chilly and cold, and I can't abide the cold. I'm a wimp when it comes to cold. Yeah, it's much warmer. Much warmer, Lizzie. Yeah. I've got my fire lit. Oh, I hate being cold. Taking me painkillers. My back kills when it's cold. I'm like other people who suffer. We know with Arthur. I've said this last week, didn't I? Uncle Arthur. Arthritis, yeah. Anybody who suffers with arthritis knows the cold is like, yeah. Well, I don't think we'll have snow. It's very rare that we get snow because we're so close to the sea. It's something to do with the salt in the air. We got snow, was it last year or the year before? And everybody was running around like lunatics going, snow, as if they'd never seen it before. So we don't usually get snow here. So I hope we don't get snow. Ice is worse than snow, though, because I skid about on my scooter. Slidey. Why does my camera keep moving about? Perhaps it didn't like being spun around. You spin me right round, baby, right round. But I love this. I raked it out the wardrobe. I thought, oh, for goodness sake, who keeps sending me messages? It's not a message in a bottle either, is it? Is it cold there, Chris, as well? It's blooming freezing here. Oh, it's Val saying hello. She wasn't be able to get on. She's probably watching on the telly. So hi, Val, if you're watching. Hi, Val. Oh, I wish these stupid people wouldn't keep adding me to a group, and they're really not nice groups. I do not want to be added to those kind of groups. Please stop it. I don't know who they are. They're not friends. Suddenly they decide to add you to a very dodgy kind of Instagrammy thing. I don't know whether anybody else has had it, but I am not interested, in that kind of thing. Past me, well, I wasn't even interested in it when I was younger. Well, not in that kind of, watching dodgy things on the internet. No. Oh, you're lucky it's a finance group. This is quite the reverse. This is a bit X-rated, this one. They keep trying to have me to. I'm definitely not interested in that sort of thing. I mean, now I'm too old, but even when I was younger, I was never interested in that sort of thing, Yeah, I don't know why they keep adding me. None of them are ever people that I've even ever heard of. So where do they drag your name from? They must dredge it up out there somewhere or other. It's usually an Instagram group they want me to join. I just delete it. There isn't an option to report it report it, sadly. Otherwise I would. Oh dear. Well, we're a load of crocs. My daughter-in-law, she has gone out for a girls' night out, but she's absolutely full of a cold. She's barking like a sea lion. My son's done something to his hip, and my back is giving me grief. So we're like the three whatevers today, three stooges or something. Yeah, and I'm making scrunchies. Well, you have to do something, don't you? But my fingers are so cold. I've actually had fingerless mittens on all day. Yeah, my shots of I've been getting them. I don't know whether I'll get them next time, but I've got them this time. Yeah, the weight loss community. There is so many side effects to them. I would not recommend anybody takes them for weight loss. I wouldn't, honestly, I wouldn't. In any case, once you stop taking them, the weight comes back. I mean, I'm not taking them for weight loss, as you know. And because I only take one injection a week, it's not affecting me weight loss wise. It's not, the weight's not dropping off me, as you can tell. But I'm not taking it for that. I'm just taking it to help disperse the sugars in my body. So anybody who jabs themselves on a daily basis to lose weight must be mental. That's all I can say. The side effects are not that great. And I'm not going to go into details, but let's just say it involves a lot of bathroom trips, yeah. So I don't know why they want to subject themselves to that. I don't know. Hi, Connie. I don't know about everybody else, but, I'm the same as normal. A little bit left of centre, but otherwise not too bad. Well, the builder's coming early. The builder's starting work on Wednesday. Should have been coming on the 6th. Yeah, they must be desperate, honestly, God. If that's the only way they can lose weight, I feel sorry for them. It's hard to lose weight. I know that. You know that, Nathan. It isn't easy. There is no easy way to lose weight. There isn't. It's just, you've got to pull your horns in and watch what you're eating and that, and it's desperately hard, as we all know. If it was easy, we'd all be lovely and slim, wouldn't we? You're out walking the dog, are you, at the moment? Our doggies went out earlier on. My son couldn't walk them. He's done something to his hip. He doesn't even remember doing anything to his hip. He has been out in the hot tub, so I don't know whether it made a bit of difference with him. I keep saying I'm going out in the hot tub. Oh, just you walking on your own here. Where's Kiki then? Or are you working the tortoise? Oh, that's my son. Sorry about that. You're a piggy. He has just burped to the nation. He made tea today. We had chicken with mushrooms in mushroom sauce with some dauphinoise potatoes and green beans. It was nice. Yeah, I've been looking up scrunchie patterns on Facebook. I've made 2 already. What have I been up to? Well, I'm making Dolly's clothes still. But actually, this week I have been so off everything. Yeah. My son's trying that intermittent fasting. I can't do that, Chris. I'll hold my hand up. I could not do that. I could not go all day without eating anything. Besides which, it would send my blood sugars up the wall. It is hard when you can't exercise, which a lot of us elderly people, you know, we can't exercise, especially if you've got something, you know, wrong with your mobility. I would love to be able to go out, to walk, to do whatever. You know, the mind is, yeah, yeah. I can't do it, Nathan. I'll hold my hand up. I cannot do it. I'm just a wimp when it comes to. I mean, I've fasted when I've been poorly, obviously. You know, when you're off, you're sick and you don't want to eat. But I couldn't willingly say, right, I'm not going to eat anything today. I can't do that. I couldn't do the juicing either. I did it for about a week, I think. But then my mouth wanted to chew something. Yeah, well, I get up late most days unless I'm going out. Although I'm going to have to get up on Wednesday because he has to go through my bedroom to get to the building work. So that should be fun. I've lost a couple of pounds, Chris, but it is slow going. You know. And my clothes are not so tight as they used to be, but still, you know, it is slow going. But that's the best way to lose weight, so they say. All this crash dieting stuff. I mean, all these people who are on that Ozempic or whatever it is to lose weight, they just put it all back the minute they stop taking the injections. So to me, that's like false dieting, isn't it, really? It's not. It's only supposed to be. I was watching a program on the telly, as one does. It's got to be done in controlled circumstances. Oh no, I don't recommend that either, Suzanne. No, no, you're on your own with that one, love. Yeah. I know you've got to be calorie deficit. It's so hard though, because you need so little calories when you don't walk about. And obviously, you need a lot less calories than what I'm eating. I'm not overloaded, as you know. I've cut out the chocolate and the sweeties and the cake and everything. I've cut all that out. But it hasn't made a lot of difference. Whether it will to my blood sugars, I don't know. Hi, Ethan. Hi, Judy. I'll find out when I have my blood test again on next Monday. Oh, I do hope I don't get that nasty one again. She needs lessons in how to talk to people. She really does. Well, I hope you're all right. I hope you're not in any pain like me. But it's just a way of life for me, so it ain't no use going on about it. As I've said before, I hate moany videos. People who whine all the time about visiting the emergency room and how they're going to see this specialist all the time. That's all they ever talk about. I often wonder if they didn't talk about that, what would they talk about? You know, if you said to them, right, make a video, but don't mention your health, what would they say? You know, would they have a conversation? Would they be able to say anything at all? I don't know. I've been supposed to be making a video all week. I've actually got a magazine to show you. It's a nice one and all. It's got some Christmas things in it. I think it's Simply Crochet. I was going to do one today, but I was so cold. And the dogs were in and out, and my son was in and out because he was trying to get my fire going for me. And I didn't fancy going in the cold conservatory. I hope the weather warms up because I've got to go in the shed and find a few things, you know, for this craft fair. Oh, I hate cold weather. I should have been born in a warmer country. I should have been. I think the stork made a mistake when it brought me to the UK. Lizzie, who comes on here, hi, word be true. Trisha, I think it is, isn't it? Lizzie, you know, the Greek stitcher, she always goes, oh, I love it to be in England. And I'm like, oh. Yeah, I got mine yesterday, actually, Nathan. I was way ahead of you. Got mine yesterday. Oh, I'm looking for my scissors. Where's my scissors gone? Oh, there they are. My little skizzers, as Arian used to call them when he was little. Mummy, I need skizzers. And I kept saying, they're scissors. And he said, no, they've got a C. So they're skizzers. Right, okay, dear. They're skizzers then. I'll pass you some skizzers. It's funny how kids get it in their head about things, isn't it? Ah, Brian. Oh, yeah, put your thumbs up in the air, please. Please, 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 pretty please, pretty please. Don't ask for much, do I? But thumbs in the air. That's the only thing I ask for. I don't ask for donations. I don't ask for millions of pounds. Thumbs up, that's all I ask for. Hi, Craft Angel. Hello. Well, you know, we're as well as we might be, considering, you know. Oh, thank you, Trisha. Thank you. I do love it when people put the thumbs in the air. It's so nice to feel wanted. Hi, baby. Yeah, it doesn't cost for anything to put your thumb in the air, does it? Hello, Coop with SN. Not sure what SN is, but Coop. Welcome, welcome. Everybody's welcome. Except the trolls, of course. We don't want them to be welcome. But, so what are you all doing tonight? I'm making a scrunchie, so I've been making fingerless mittens all week. So now I've changed my mind. I'm doing a scrunchie. I've just been looking up different kinds of scrunchies. Some of them are so complicated, aren't they? They make it so complex. I thought this one looks a bit Christmassy, doesn't it, with red and green. You're crocheting a bucket hat. Do you know, I've not made a bucket hat. I've not made one. I don't suit hats. I wish I did. I keep wearing a set of the fur earmuffs that somebody gave me. I think it was last Christmas or the Christmas before. They're on a bandeau and they've got two big black. I don't know what I look like when I'm wearing it, but it keeps the wind off my ears. Yeah. You're sewing up baby booties. I haven't made any baby booties for ages. Did you knit them or did you crochet them, Craft Angel? I used to make I had a lovely pattern for some knitted booties and I lost it. And I've looked everywhere. You know, vintage patterns appear all the time on Etsy. Can I find that one? I know what it was. It was a best way pattern. And it was so pretty. It was all lacy at the top and then, yeah. Oh, you're making us. Do you know, I wish I could make toys. Can't make anything with a face. I'm rubbish at anything like that. A friend of mine's been making loads of toys. I think she's been stitching them though, rather than crocheting them or knitting them. The friend I'm doing the craft fair with, she's made a lot of Christmas decorations, so I'm not making any of them. There's no point both of us doing the same thing, is there? 2, 4, 6, 7. Crochet, yeah. I do like crochet booties, but I remember I used to make them for everybody who was having a baby. And I'm so mad, I don't know what happened. Oh, you've had COVID. Oh, go away. Ooh. Nobody breathe near Lizzie. She's had COVID. Oh, fair owl fingerless knits. One of the girls, well, two of the girls at Knit Club went to, it's called the Black Sheep. And they went to a, a course, whatever you want to call it, learning how to do fair owl. And they made hats, but they only had 2 colours in their hats. I'm just trying to think what it was. Oh, do you know, I looked at the hats and I can't tell you what design it was. They were very nice. They were very nice. I haven't done any fair owl for ages. The worst thing I ever did was for my ex-husband, and it was fine. You'd call it fingering if you're in America. We call it four-ply. And it had about 6 or 7 colours, and I could only ever knit it when I had it on the table because I had to keep crossing all the colours over so they didn't get in a gigantic mess. Took me ages to do it, and I don't think he ever wore the damn thing. He'd wanted it. It reminds me of Peter Davison when he used to wear those sleeveless vests or tank tops or whatever you want to call them when he was in All Creatures Great and Small years ago. Yeah, they were very, very fashionable. Sort of. Do I crochet fair owl? I have done. I have crocheted fair owl, but I used to always knit my fair owl because back in the day I used to be able to knit quite a long time. But now my shoulders and my back just hurt like anything if I knit. Yeah, I haven't been to the Black Sheep for a long time. It would be a bit of a trek for me now. Bit of a trek. I'm waiting for them doing this link with the tram to Blackpool Station, and then I can get on the tram, go to Blackpool Station, and then I can go quite a few different places. But the shut part of the Berry Market at the moment because they've got that dodgy concrete, you know, that's appeared in schools where they've had to close the schools. Something to do with aerated concrete. So they've closed half of the indoor market. The outdoor market's still okay. And the fish and meat market's okay, but the indoor market itself is shut half of it off. It's a bit sad, really, because it's just before Christmas when the traders will be getting the trade in, won't they, for Christmas? I don't think they've finished Fleetwood Market yet. I haven't been since they started doing something with the roof. It's difficult for me to go into Fleetwood Market because obviously it's indoor and I can't take my scooter. So I find it difficult to walk around it. I'd have to take my crutches and struggle, because it's too far for me to go with my little scooter. Yeah. I used to love the Black Sheep when they went to these wool fairs. I don't think they go anymore now. But they used to take a great big pile of wool, all in packets, full packs, and they used to really have it cheap. It was all, labelled stuff like Sirdar and Peyton's and that. And you bought it by the pack, yeah. I used to always come back with a couple of packs. But I think they've been priced out of these wool fair places because I've got a friend who does hand-dyed yarn, and she was saying how much they've put the prices of the stalls up, and yet the stalls have got smaller. It's the same in the world. Everybody gets greedy, don't they? Oh, it's very popular, so we'll put the price up. Yeah. I make scrunchies, but I can't wear them because I've got such weedy hair. It's all falling out. I'll be wearing a wig in a bit. No, it's no fun if you've got to walk around, even on crutches, because you can't carry a shopping bag as well. You have to have a rucksack or something, yeah. Yeah, it is nuts, everything that's going on. I don't even look at the news anymore because it's too scary. I know it's like putting your head in the sand and being an ostrich, isn't it? But honestly, there's only so much bad news you can take. I'm one of these people who pretends it's not happening. I know it's silly, really. It's all going on, isn't it? But I don't want to get involved. I used to when I was younger. I used to keep abreast with all the things that were going on in the world. But now I think, well, no, don't want to know. Everybody's killing everybody else, and people are all walking around with knives and guns and God knows what. It's the one reason why I'm glad I'm that age I am, because I got brought up in quite a nice age. We didn't have all this stuff when I was younger. All right, we'd recovered from the World War II when I was young. So everybody was just like relieved about that. So the last thing on anybody's mind was like violence and wars. We were so glad to get out of the Second World War and all the rationing we had and stuff like that. But I think we were so grateful, that it was over. Oh, I feel it, Yolanda, you're right there. I've never been diagnosed with fibromyalgia, although it has been hinted at. But I've never had an official diagnosis of that. But oh, the cold weather plays havoc. Plays havoc with me old bones. I hate being cold. Everything. I can't even crochet when I'm cold because my fingers hurt. I tried to do some crocheting this morning, and even with my fingerless gloves on, my hands would not move. They were so cold. It isn't easy, you're right there. The trouble is so many people have got arthritis. It's like a disease of the weather, I think. I mean, where I live, the Lancashire, it's always renowned for being cold and wet. So it is like a sort of a byproduct of living here, really. No, I don't watch the news, Connie. No, you're right there. I'd rather live in a bubble and pretend it isn't happening. I know it's stupid and I should take notice of what's going on, but I don't want to know. You know, if it's not happening to me, I don't want to know. If you get involved in all of that, you can't sleep, can you? You get worried and gives you anxiety and stuff like that. And I'd rather not, thanks. It's no wonder everybody's anxious and depressed, is it? I'd rather not think about these things, yeah. Well, I don't think. See, I couldn't put that on my head. Oh, it looks blue, doesn't it? It's green. This. Why is it looking blue? My hair would slip through this and out the other side. Oh yeah, people looked after each other back in the day. When I think about it, we all had nothing. We had absolutely nothing compared with today. People today think they're poor if they haven't got the latest telly, don't they? And they haven't got a car and they haven't got this. They think they're poor. But my grandparents and even my parents, to a certain extent, had absolutely nothing. They had to make do with nought, you know. But everybody helped each other. If people had some dinner or anything left over, they would share it with an elderly neighbour that they knew was struggling, you know. I think the poorer people are, the more they share. The richer people are, the more selfish they are. You'd always find that in poorer communities, they do share anything they have. I mean, I was quite used to sharing my toys. I didn't have a lot of toys, but whatever we had, we used to share everything. You know, there was none of this, you're not playing with my things or I'm taking my ball home or stuff like that. We'd have one cricket bat between about 10 of us, you know. Yeah, but people think they're poor, Connie, and they're not. Yeah, I used to make the snowflake ornaments. I used to starch them with that PVA glue and water. I haven't made any for a long time. I made them with that silver lurex as well. And then there was a white, like a yarn that had lurex in it, and they look really pretty. And when I made them, I haven't made any for ages. Yeah, that's how they get rich. They get rich by being selfish, don't they? Yeah, everybody used to share. Everybody did. You always looked after your elderly neighbours. You know, my mum used to say to me, go and knock on the door and see if Mrs. Such a Body wants any shopping doing. And he said, oh, do I have to? You know, when you're a kid. Yes, you do. Go and ask if she wants any shopping. And if she offers you a halfpenny or a penny, you don't take it. Yeah. So I used to have to go and do the lady next door's shopping as well as my mum's. When you're about 7, you know, you don't really want to do it, do you? But obviously she was an elderly lady and bad on her legs, you know. So my mum recognised that and said, go and see if she needs a loaf or go and see if she needs any milk or anything, yeah. Because she didn't have a family. Well, she might have done, but they didn't live nearby. Those days, people didn't have cars. So if your family didn't live near, you didn't see them that often. It wasn't that they didn't care, it was just it was difficult for them to come every day. You know, or if they were in the forces, like a lot of them were. I mean, my generation, they had conscription, which was the boys had to go into the army or whatever. When they were 18, I think they went in for, I don't know, it was 18 months, 2 years. Made men out of them as well. They should bring it back for the little thugs that are out there. Do them good. You know, the ones that go around bullying people, being destructive, breaking things up, smashing things just for the fun of it. Because they've got nothing to do and they're bored. Stick them in the army. With a good sergeant major, they wouldn't be bored then. I don't know many of my neighbours here. I just said to my son today, actually, I'm thinking of buying a bench in the summer, not now, for the front. Because we've had the front done now, so I won't be sitting in a puddle anymore. And he said, yeah, that's a good idea. I said, and maybe I would be able to say hello to people who are taking their dogs a walk. Because I miss that. I really miss having a chat. I used to sit at, I mean, my old dog, he never went anywhere. He was elderly. He used to sit. He'd just wander around the driveway, but he never wandered off our Buster. So I used to sit at the front door, and Buster used to sit in the porch or wherever. He'd lie out, go to sleep, and we used to talk to everybody that went by. But here, I don't know anybody. I know next door that way just about. I know one across the road just about. And the one next door but one because he walks his dog and I know what the dog's called. Apart from that, I don't know nobody. Nobody at all. I mean, yeah, I make friends with the knit club people, but they don't live next door, do they? It's not like having somebody going by saying, how are you this morning? How are you? It's nice to see you. And they were a godsend, my neighbours, where I lived before when the weather was bad, because I lived on a hill, like that, a hill. And when you've got a mobility scooter, a hill going that way or going that way is no fun. You can slide everywhere. So they would knock on the window if I was in my window and say, do you need anything? Just tell me what you need. Yeah. Oh, God, no, he said. No, nobody knocked on the door to say welcome at all, no. Hi, Step. Where I lived before, we had a WhatsApp group for the street. And I'm still on it. And I still nosy what's going on. And they chatter every day to each other. Yeah. Hi, XQ. Yeah, we're having a good evening, yeah. You see, I couldn't put that on my hair because my hair would need it twisting about 3 times to get it on my weedy little hair. Yeah. But somebody may have thick hair. Somebody may like it looking Christmassy. My daughter-in-law, no, she's from Ramsbottom, I think, or Bolton. No, none of us are from Fleetwood. No, not Fleetwood, born and bred, no. Why we finished up here quite is a mystery, but we did. And I've never been warm since we moved here. It's the coldest place on God's earth, apart from the North Pole. Hello, Step. Do you knit? Do you crochet? What do you do? It's quite a nice little scrunchie, isn't it? I don't know why it looks blue. It's green. Why won't it look green? No, it still looks blue, doesn't it? It's red and green anyway, like Father Christmas, red and green. Must be nice to have. Oh, you crochet when you knit. Oh, you are amongst friends then. You are amongst friends if you knit and crochet or crochet. Where's my red gone? Oh, it's there. Oh, I'm using bits. I know I won't sell anything much at the craft fair. That's why I am using bits of wool up that don't cost me anything, if you know what I mean. Because people always want things for peanuts when you go to these places. I'll have to take my own stuff on the scooter anyway, so I'm only planning on taking a bag. Because my son and my daughter-in-law are not. Yeah, they are Christmas colours. That's why I'm hoping they might sell. My son and my daughter-in-law are not there that weekend, so I can't get a lift, if you know what I mean. So I'll just take that bag on my scooter. 5. Oh, I'm going to yawn. Sorry for making you yawn. Does tend to be catching, doesn't it? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, I can't work. My fingers won't work. I'm counting, that's why I'm quiet. That's halfway. I wish I had enough hair. 20, 23, 45. Yeah, stop putting me off, Connie. My son used to do that when I was casting on, when I used to knit. He used to say random. Oh, good night, Suzanne. We don't get trick-or-treaters round here. 23, 24, 25, 26. The one who gets all the trick-or-treaters is Zoe, 24 karat crochet. She usually gives away about 100 chocolate bars or something. She must live in a very highly populated area. Nobody ever calls here. You never see anybody dressed up, and you definitely don't see any pumpkins. Eight. She was fine last week. We usually chat either on a Saturday or a Sunday. She was busy in the garden last time I spoke to her, trying to tidy up the garden ready for the winter. We usually converse by missed phone messages. You know, mine's, "Hi Sue, it's Jan. I know you're busy. I'll call you later. Or call me back when you get a minute." That's our conversations usually. And eventually we do connect, yeah. It's very much a hit and miss situation with me and Sue. I do miss her. I miss all our chats. I miss her being round the corner and coming round for a coffee and all that jazz. I mean, it had to tail off when COVID was around because, she wasn't supposed to visit me. And then, of course, she moved. So it was one of them situations. It's sad when your friends move away. She'd always said, "Oh, I'm going to go and live in Scotland when I retire." And then she went before she got retired. I mean, she's a lot younger than me, so she's not ready for retirement yet. Yeah, my daughter-in-law's gone on a girls' night out. She's gone to Blackpool. She keeps up with her. I don't think they're school friends, but they're friends of hers. They keep up with each other about once a month or so. Hi, John. How are you doing? How's my fire doing? It's glowing a bit. I usually let it die down about 9 o'clock because it usually stays pretty warm in here after that. Oh, I'm going to have to get up early because builders start about 8 o'clock, don't they? And he has to walk through my bedroom to get where he's going. I don't want to be all in my nightie when he arrives because I've got nowhere to hide to get ready. The bathroom's like a dog kennel. I don't know where I could go to get dressed if he arrives before I'm dressed. Oh, it's telling me the ads are running. Sorry about that, people. Got no control over when they stick ads in everywhere. Hey. You finally found a video that took the mystery out of the Oh, I can't do my magic loop because you need a circular needle for that, don't you? You know I don't do needles. Don't do circular needles at all. We were talking about that at one of the knit clubs, and I had a lady there who said, I can't use them either. I'm like, oh, thank goodness I'm not on my own. Because everybody looks at me as if I'm potty when I say I can't use them. I can't knit free, that's my trouble. I have to have a needle stuck under my arm. I'm like Ephraim. Two. Yeah, they're adding them on the lives now, Connie, and I've got no control. I don't put them on. They just happen. As I said before, I wouldn't mind if they paid me enough money to put them on. They're getting adverts for flipping free. You're watching the Rugby Cup final? Oh, I never did get into rugby. Never did understand the rules. And American football, oh, my son used to play that. I had no idea what they were doing there. I guess I'm not a sporty person. My dad used to take me to watch cricket when I was little. Now that is a slow game. I mean, they've made it a bit more jazzy these days. With that sort of 2-day, 3-day cricket, is it? Or whatever. My dad used to take me on a Sunday to watch the local cricket. I think it was so my mum could have a break. I used to just play rolling down the grass and asking my dad, could I have a lemonade? No. Can I have a bag of crisps? No. Occasionally, if I was lucky. Hi, Jeannie. Occasionally, if I was lucky and he was feeling a bit flushed, I might have got a bag of crisps. But no to lemonade. There's a tap over there. Get a drink of water from the tap. Yeah. Corporation Pop. That's what we got. There was no such thing as having a Coca-Cola or anything like that back in my day. I'm sure it was around, but we just never had any money for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm a secret lemonade drinker. Magic loop, yes. I always think of magic loop is when they knit, you know, 2 socks at once on the same hook, or they use that long circular needle to do. Yeah, I suppose magic loop is a crochet circle. What do they call that when you use them long circular needles for a pair of socks? Is that sort of, or they knit 2 pairs at once? Well, not 2 pairs, a pair at once. That's magic loop knitting, isn't it? Somebody had put a thing on saying there was a lady talking about during the war, and she used to knit 2 socks at once, but she knitted them on 4 needles. It must be like when you do that double knitting, if you know what I mean. When you do I tried that once. I knitted a hat. Kept getting mixed up where you knit one and slip one and knit one, and you finish up with a hat that's got 2 sides to it, but you're knitting them at the same time. I got myself in a right middle up. Oh no, I love my double points. Adam's Ale, oh yeah, no, it's just been Corporation Pop, we used to call it. If I said I don't want water, my dad used to say, well, you're not thirsty then if you don't drink water. Hi, Kate Louise, hi there. Oh, I can't knit, as I said before. If I had to knit on circular needles, yeah, the ads keep coming, and I'm sorry about this, Trisha, but it's sort of nothing that I control. They put them in and you can't stop them. You don't have any control. It's the latest thing from YouTube. As I said, I wouldn't mind if it brought extra revenue in. Oh, I love my double pointed needles for socks. I love knitting socks on double points. Circular needles scare me because I knit so slow. In, over, through, off. In, over, through, off. Whereas I knit on straight needles and it's like chickity-bum, 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 chickity-bum. Yeah, it's called magic looping knitting as well as... I'm always wary of magic looping in crocheting because they always tend to come undone again if you don't watch them. My mum made a gorgeous, great massive granny square blanket, and I've inherited it, and I spend half my time darning up the middle holes because they all come apart. All the centres come undone because she used the magic loop. And as it's been washed many, 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 many times, it now is falling to bits, but from the middle. And of course, the yarn that she used, so it's having to be darned up with different colours, which is not making it look very nice. But every time I wash it, it comes apart somewhere else. So that's one reason why I won't use the magic loop to start off anything. I'd rather do 3 chain and join it in a... Yeah. Oh, I watched, what's she called, that lady? She's Spanish, but occasionally she does videos in English. And she did a little Barbie doll poncho in a granny square for her granddaughter in English. And I thought, oh, I'll have a go at that. I think she's called Sepeda or something. Laura Sepeda, I think she's called. I know she's Spanish. I just wish she would put subtitles on her videos. She does occasionally. Somebody talks over her in English, very occasionally. But the majority of her videos, she keeps them in Spanish. Yeah, I think she's called Laura Sepeda. But she has done a Barbie granny square. I'm looking forward to actually painting my dolly's house when I get a bigger room to do it in. And it's away from the kids. They're getting older now. I wouldn't bring it anywhere into the house because my step-great-granddaughters are only... Well, they're getting older now. I think they're 6 and 8 now. But when they were little, they had fingers in everything, you know. And I thought, oh, God, no, I'm not bringing my doll's house in. They'll have it wrecked. You've heard, yeah, she knits one sock along with the other one, isn't she? She knits, I don't know how she manages to do it, but she knits them both at once on one set of needles. I mean, I've seen people knit 2 socks at once, but they've done that magic loop thing with a long circular needle. That's too challenging for me. I'd rather knit them one at once. Clocks go, is it? Hang on. Spring forward, fall back. We go back, don't we, tonight? Get an extra hour in bed. Not that the dogs will. The dogs will have him up at 5 instead of 6. Oh, beg your pardon, fire. Fire just spat at me. I've decided I'm too old, Trisha, to try new methods. I just go back to my old way. I throw when I'm knitting. I think that's probably one reason why it hurts my wrist. Never used to when I was young, of course. I could knit for hours and hours on end. This is my treat for the day. Prune yogurt. Some people don't like prunes. I love prunes. Absolutely adore prunes. When we were at school and we used to get prunes in our rice pudding, I used to eat all the prunes because nobody else liked them. And they didn't have that effect on me. Why am I singing Dashing Through the Snow? It's not Christmas yet. All the Christmas stuff's in the shops, isn't it? At least it's not Christmas in July. What is that all about? Yeah, I love this yogurt. It's, what is it? Activia. Supposed to be good for me. Better than chocolate anyway. Yeah, everybody's got all the Christmas stuff in. I don't even think about Christmas till about November. I'm always a last minute shopper. I always say thank goodness for Amazon. Amazon and eBay. I've got myself, well, it's coming tomorrow, a microwave, like a hot pad thing. I've got one that plugs in somewhere, but can I find it? I can't. Yeah, we've got bonfire night. I mean, in some places they're being bombarded with fireworks already. Oh, you're so organised, Connie. I'm not organised at all. I never have been with Christmas presents, never. I'm always the one that's up till midnight on Christmas Eve knitting something or crocheting something. Yeah, I don't. I've dropped off all the kids now. It got to be. I never got to see my niece's children because they live in London. So it was always having to get something and send it down there. So we decided a few Christmases ago to just stop it all. We don't buy each other presents at all. And then I stopped with my step great grandchildren because um, they got too many. See you next week, Trisha. And there's 9. I think there's 9 of them now, great grandchildren. I don't see much of them. They don't buy for me. I don't buy for them. I just buy Christmas presents for my son and daughter. My son and my daughter-in-law. And if we do a secret Santa or something like that at knitting club, yeah, too many pumpkins. My fingers this morning would not work at all. They were so cold. Bye-bye, Trisha. Well, that was nice. That was my yogurt. I've had it. It's not as satisfying as eating a chocolate bar, but needs must. My diabetes does not like me eating chocolate bars, so I don't have them. Oh, I'm not saying I never will again because it's going to be coming up Christmas and I probably will eat them then because I love my box of chocolates at Christmas. And I'm sorry, but diabetes will not stop me having my box of chocolates at Christmas. One, two, three, four. So what are you all making? You're all very quiet. You're usually telling me what you're making by now. Apart from making the Christmas ornaments, who's making what? Yeah, it's quiet, oh so quiet. Hey, hey, I'm always glad to see a man like thee. That's as welcome, lad, as welcome as can be. Pull the chair up to the table, stay as long as thou art able. I'm always glad to see a man like thee. Yeah, sing your song. That'll make people leave in droves. I'm always sad that we can't have anything on, especially like at Christmas when we want a bit of a sing song or something. And yet, the minute you put any music on, you're like, whoop. It's a Lancashire song, probably from Oldham. You'd stay. Oh, you're probably one of the few, Connie. I used to go to folk singing, which were a lot of them were like Lancashire mill songs, and you was chatting to OAI, whatever that is. I don't get all that stuff, me. I'm too old for all that sort of fiddle faddle. I just about understand Alexa. It's not in the room, so I can say the name. It can't hear me from my bedroom. Artificial intelligence. I haven't got real intelligence, John, so I've got no use for artificial ones. I don't understand all that stuff. I'm a different generation. It's all right for young ones, they understand it, but I don't know. I only just understand about when they invented the wheel, you know. It's all a load of mystery to me. It is artificial intelligence. It would be, it would be artificial because it wouldn't be natural. You're trying to knit a jumper and trying to alter the pattern. I alter the pattern all the time. I'm one of them know-all knitters who thinks they know better than the pattern. It doesn't always work. I think, no, I'm not doing that. That's stupid. I'm not doing that. I'll do this instead. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Pull the chair up to the table. Stay as long as thou art able. Oh, you like fiddling with things like that, don't you, John? I don't. It's all too complex for my little brain. Takes me all my time to work out a crochet pattern, John, without an AI. Well, we're being spied on wherever we go, aren't we? All these people who say, "Oh, I don't like," we're being spied on wherever. We're being watched by cameras. We're being watched online. We're being watched everywhere. Now, you see, Craft Angel, I do the opposite. I split anything that's done all in one. My dad was in the army with a load of cottonies, so he used to teach me that. You know, the rhyming slang. No, where I come from, We have a very thick accent, the Oldham accent, yeah. We're a stabbing lad, And they say, I stab in the courting. When I met my ex-husband, he couldn't understand the word I was talking about. He used to say, you're catching a bus, you're not catching a buzz. But we have our own dialect. Your face belongs to us. Don't think anybody want mine. I don't want mine. I want the younger one I had before. The one before the wrinkles. Oh my God, no thank you. Well, my face is all over the internet, isn't it? Because I'm on YouTube, so if you're on YouTube, you're all over the internet anyway. You're having breakfast burritos, egg cheddar and a turkey slice. Oh, bit of hot sauce. Oh, nothing secret now. Big Brother is definitely watching us. They watch everything we do and everything we say. These people who think otherwise are daft. Facial recognition, it's everywhere. Oh, I'm all in favour of finding criminals, yeah. They don't find them quick enough, though, or enough, though. You've got, oh, I don't watch that junk. How can you watch that junk, Nathan? Wannabes. That's who they all are. Has-beens who are running out of money. That's the only reason why they go on Big Brother. Because their career's in tatters and they're trying to salvage it. Oh, bye, Yolanda. Yeah, if you're a faded superstar, go on Big Brother. Maybe you can raise your profile. Oh, I haven't got Sky anymore. I ordered a Fire Stick, but the blooming thing didn't work. I've got it parcelled up, ready to send it back. You love it. It's a lot of tosh. How can you sit there and watch them? I suppose it's marginally better than I'm a celebrity to get me out of here, and you never even heard of any of them. I'm a celebrity where? Who? Who are you? Yeah, reality TV, so-called stars. They're only famous for being reality stars. They're not famous for anything else. They're not good singers, dancers. They're not movie stars. They're not got any talent. They're famous for being famous, aren't they? Or the TikTok stars or something or other. Influencers, whatever the heck that is. It's a sad world. It's not a celebrity one. Well, who the heck's on it then if it's not a celebrity one? Who's on it then if it's not celebrity? A load of nobodies. Do they fish people off the street, Nathan? No, I'd rather watch. The thing I enjoy watching is on, I think it's on Yesterday TV. It's called The Footage Detectives. And they find all these old black and white things and try and find out who's in them and what are they. And people write in and say, oh, I used to know them. I suppose it's all people my age group. But I find things like that far more interesting. Well, who's on Big Brother then? Who is it? Tell me somebody I might know. I don't know why, I just don't like reality. Have I heard of Pluto TV? Have I, Al? Sorry for swearing. No, never heard of it. Is it Disney? Pluto? Mickey Mouse? Donald Duck? Pluto? I don't keep up with trends, you know I don't. Now, if they had a crochet channel, I'd watch that. Or a knitting channel, I'd watch that. They're all civilians. No, I've never heard of them. You've got too much time on your hands, Nathan. Yeah, but what's on it? If you got... I've watched Agatha Christie's Marple so many times, I practically know the script. Just a sad thing she didn't write any more in it. And I've watched all the Poirot ones about 3 or 4 times. But it's still better than the rubbish that's on now. I just don't watch any reality TV and I don't watch any soaps. Not interested at all. And I don't like quiz shows either. Like when you get somebody like, what's the capital of France? And somebody says Australia. I can't watch that because I'll be screaming at the telly, you're a moron. Oh, Jane Austen, yeah, yeah. We did all them at school. All the Jane Austen ones. I think I did my O-levels with a Jane Austen book. I can't remember whether it wasn't Wuthering Heights. I think it was Jane Eyre I did for me O-levels. I don't like Catherine Cookson. There were always downtrodden women that got thrown out the house because they were pregnant. I thought, I've had enough of this. I'm sick to death of this. She wrote things. She was like stuck in a rut, wasn't she? You know what I mean? Always downtrodden drudges that were poor and lived in the mean street. No, no, thank you. Not my idea of fun. I lived it. I didn't want to read about it. I have to have Coca-Cola today because my son didn't buy me any orange. I hope it's diet. Oh, it's got no sugar, so I'm all right. It's a Pepsi Max. Not my idea of fun. I don't mind CSI, although I watch most of them. Where's it gone? Oh, it's gone over the back. I've watched most of the CSI ones. Don't like Judge Judy. Unsolved Mysteries, yeah, it's okay. They find the most moronic things on Judge Judy. Yeah, they're all very much of a muchness, aren't they, Catherine Cookson books? When you've read one, you've read them all. I know some people who are, oh, it's Catherine Cookson, you know. And I'm like, really? It was a shame in my generation to be an unmarried mother. If it wasn't, I wouldn't have got married. I would have stayed happily single and brought my son up on my own. But it was frowned upon. It wasn't, are you getting married? It was, you are getting married. Never had a choice in the matter. Who's sending me massages? Somebody sending me messages. Oh, it's from the market events. Who's Maureen K? Huh. Yeah, they're talking now. Why do people make such a fuss about Halloween? I don't know. It's all a load of whatever. All a load of. Yeah, I watched quite a few. You sent me a website link. Yeah, I'll look at it later. Yeah, I watch quite a few. I watch a lot of YouTube crochet videos. I don't tend to watch a lot of tutorials unless I want to make what they're. I prefer the chatty ones, the chatty videos rather than tutorials. And I don't watch the American, I have bought this yarn because I can't get it over here, so I don't even bother to watch them. I don't mind watching the hauls if they bought them in England because that's what I can get if I wanted and saw. But I don't like watching American ones. I have been to Dollar Tree. Look what I bought. I'm thinking, well, I can't go to Dollar Tree, so no, I'm not watching it. It's different for people who live in America, of course, They want to see the hauls for the wool that they buy. But when you can't get it over here, you think, what's the point of watching it, Ask Ian about it. Arian watches videos and films and stuff. Box series and different things. He's not a fan of anything to do with reality shows, quiz shows. He never watches them. Never has done, to be quite honest. He certainly never watches Big Brother or anything like that. I'd rather watch a good documentary any day. I like watching the cookery programmes if they're not all cookery. Does that sound a bit daft? I like watching Michael Roux and Rick Stein because they show where they're going and they show the fish being caught. And I like watching Sophie Grigson in Pulio. She shows where she goes, to these farms and shows how cheese is made and everything. And then she cooks with it. I don't like watching just cookery programs, yeah. Except unless they're hairy bikers, of course. Oh, shush. I don't do much so, although I do like that lady. She's called T. Myers. That she does all this boho stuff out of, well, she calls it thrifted stuff, charity shop stuff. And she makes all sort of boho bags and floaty skirts, a bit sort of like what she calls Stevie Nicks kind of style stuff. I do like that sort of stuff. Wish I could sew better. Things with loads of lace and stuff. I'm very boho, as you know. I would be even more boho if I had the money. But, you can only be as boho as you can afford, can't you? Because the boho dresses and stuff like that all tend to be at the expensive end of the market. But she's good at sewing and she gets all this lace and stuff and she makes boho bags with loads of fringing on them and stuff. I like watching things like that. Yeah. I don't watch films, Nathan. That's one thing I don't watch. I can't sit still through a film. Unless they're really riveting, they bore me rigid. Especially the action movies. Oh my God, no. Boom, boom, bang, bang, bang. Car chasing. Nope. What on earth are you talking about world tours? Anybody know what he's saying? I don't know what you mean, world tours. If it's something rude, please don't bother. Tra la 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 la. I loved things like the Durrells. Do you remember watching the Durrells? I loved watching them. And I like the Larkins, the first lot. Who's got 10,000 subscribers? I haven't. I've got 7. Does that count? Yeah, Call the Midwife. I've watched all them. Or world tours. I even like the railway journeys and stuff, when they do those going through different countrysides. And I watch Ski A&E, where people fall over when they're skiing. I watch things like that. And I love like Vera, of course, when she does new ones. And then there's a new one starting, isn't there? Madam something or other. Starting next Wednesday. Madam Renko or something. It's Amelia Fox that used to be in Silent Witness, isn't it? I used to like that as well. Silent Witness. Oh, bye bye, Mimi. Nice to have your company. Yeah, I like Midsummer Murders for the umpteenth time. Endeavour. Used to watch Morse, of course. That's my kind of TV. Made another one. And I've been rewatching Bergerac. Very, very young. Oh, Rosemary and Thyme. I like them. I felt they were good. They never did any gardening, did they? But I used to like them anyway. Yeah, if you hire them, somebody would get murdered, wouldn't they? Yeah. What else do I watch as well that's an old one? Yeah, Bergerac's about as old as the hills, isn't it? Half the people who appear in it have died. There's another one I used to watch with Jack Shepherd in. That's an old one as well. The only one I never got into were New Tricks. Never really cared for that. Especially when it changed to the newer one. Oh, I love Hetty Wainthropp, yeah. I've watched them all about 2 or 3 times, but yeah, I watched her. Yeah, and Keeping Up Appearances, I used to watch that. They don't make programmes like that anymore now. I'm rewinding my ball because it's falling to bits. La, la, la. There's quite a few programmes I used to watch. There was one with Diana Rigg in it. She used to investigate things. I don't mean the Avengers, I mean after that. Because her chauffeur was actually the guy who went into... Oh, I know, the old shows are good, aren't they? I wouldn't mind if they were any good, Nathan. You know, you can't beat the old series. Hello, Magali. I mean, the old series... No, it wasn't Sapphire and Steel. That was Joanna Lumley, wasn't it, I think? Sapphire and Steel. This is Something Investigates. She used to drive around in a Rolls Royce. Well, she chauffeured driven in a Rolls Royce. Mrs. Bradley, that was it. And I loved Wycliffe or Wycliffe, whatever they used to call it. Yeah, they are my kind of programmes, those. Wycliffe or Wycliffe. Oh, Diana Rigg was so good, wasn't she, in Mrs. Bradley? Yeah, Lovejoy, I used to watch that. They used to make proper programmes back in the day. What do they make nowadays that you, besides Call the Midwife, but what do they watch? What do they make these days that anybody really wants to watch? All the modern things, I don't want to watch any of them. And as for modern comedians, they just don't. Oh, Crossroads. That was hysterical. That was so bad. It was like a cult, yeah. Hi, Lulu. How are you doing? Lulu's treasure trove. What's in your treasure trove, Lulu? What do you keep in your treasure trove? Oh, Acorn Antiques, that was so funny, wasn't it? And the dinner ladies, of course, yeah. Rising Damp, yeah. Yeah, the dinner ladies were fabulous, weren't they? She was such a good writer, wasn't she? Have you seen my friend Kimberly? She's very, very tall. Oh, that one. Can you see it on the trolley? If it's not on the trolley, we don't have it. When he asks for a coffee, and she says, "Is it on the trolley?" Hi, Trudy. Hello. Yeah, Victoria Wood. She was a fantastic writer, wasn't she? Good night, sweetheart. Yeah. Yeah. As was, oh gosh, it'll come back to me in a minute where they all sit round watching the telly. Oh, Carolina Hearn. I used to love Carolina Hearn in Mrs. Something. Mrs. Oh God. Mrs. Merton. Yeah. Carolina Hearn. She was good, wasn't she? Good writer. Royal Family, yeah. They're classics, aren't they? Even Open All Hours. They're just classics. You don't get that anymore. There's nothing that they write these days. There's a patch on anything. You know, we won't be watching what's on nowadays. We won't be watching that in 10 or 12 years' time, 20 years' time. We just won't be watching them because there's nothing that's worth watching. You know, you think about the new ones, like what's on now, you think, yeah. I used to watch the Liver Birds. I like them. And the Likely Lads. Hello. Hello, Rosie. Hello, darling. Hello, good girl. Rosie came in to visit me. I haven't got a DVD player. I need to get one because I've got Downton Abbey and I've got, oh God, another box set I've not watched. Candleford or something. Yeah, Birds of a Feather. Oh, gimme, gimme, gimme. I love gimme, gimme, gimme. Yeah, David Jason, Touch of Frost, yeah. Birds of a Feather, yeah. They were all good shows, weren't they? What are they making now? Tell me one new programme that's any good these days. Did you ever watch that one where they all lived in, oh God, where was it? Yeah, Lower Low, yeah. In the Barbers. They were all West Indian. What was it called? He was a barber, wasn't he? Oh, I can't think of the name. I used to watch all of them. Desmond's, that was it. Set in Brixton, wasn't it, or something? Yeah, I wish it was something good to watch these days. You know, there's not. I used to watch Cracker as well. Robbie Coltrane. They were all just so good. No, I didn't like Bad Girls, and I didn't like that Cell Block H or whatever. I didn't like any of them. Never watched the ones that were set in prisons, no. Waking the Dead, yeah, that was good. Silent Witness, used to watch that. I used to watch New Tricks, but that was when it was the old New Tricks, not the newer one. Didn't like the newer one when it changed to all different people. I like the old people that were in it. I never watched The Outlander, and Bridgerton, I've not watched that either. But like, what are they making now? What comedy series are they making now that anybody watches? Can't think of any, can you? I cannot think of any modern ones that I find funny. As you said, they're being too politically correct. They're not allowed to say this, they're not allowed to say that. Yeah, The Big Bang Theory, I used to watch that. I haven't watched it recently, I don't think they're doing it now. And then that, What's the Matter with Raymond or something? And The King of Queens. And I used to watch Third Drop from the Sun. That was completely insane, wasn't it? The Gilded Age. No. Yeah, they don't. They have series one and then it gets cancelled and they never make the series two. So they leave you like there, don't they? In midair. Because you never find out what happens to the characters because they never finish it off, do they? I'm surprised they've never cancelled The Midwives. I think they were just a hue and cry if they did that. I mean, some of them you're glad they're cancelled, aren't you? You're thinking, oh, this is pathetic. I can't carry on with this series, yeah. Oh, you're leaving us, Lulu. Yeah. Yeah, The Good Life, Faulty Towers, all of them. They don't make anything like that now. I mean, the audience for those shows used to be absolutely tremendous. Porridge, yeah. You know, the people used to watch in the millions, really, yeah. No, I never watched that at home with the Braithwaites. And I never watched Shameless either. No, nothing's ever funny anymore. As I said, they're too politically correct. They daren't say anything that could be remotely construed as being. Yeah, Ab Fab. I used to watch Ab Fab, yeah. No, I mean, I don't find a lot of modern comedians funny. Maybe it just goes over their head or something. I'm sat there thinking, is that supposed to be funny? Everybody's laughing, and I'm like, I don't find that funny. I mean, I don't want slapstick or anything like that. You know, I don't want to go back to Abbott and Costello, but you know, you like things that are. Oh, Ab Fab was, yeah, it was great. Well, I think the F and Jeff because they're not funny. I think that's what it is. To me, if you can't tell a joke without swearing, it's not a funny joke because Yeah, Step Two and Son. I used to watch that. You know, if they can't make a joke funny without swearing or being obscene, then they're not a good comedian, are they? You know, I mean, good comedians never used bad language, did they? You know, they didn't F and Jeff all over the place, talk about sex all the time, you know. Yeah, it was all mother-in-law jokes and stuff like that, but they were funny. Yeah, Life of Brian. You stupid boy. Oh, God, I loved that, The Boys from the Black Stuff. Ken Dodd, I could take a leave. He wasn't my sense of humour, Ken Dodd. How tickled I am, missus. No, I like Car Share with Peter Kay. I like that. And then he was in with that woman when they used to be travelling in the car, yeah. Hello, or Cut the Village Boy. Yeah, when he was in that programme when they were driving to work every morning. That was funny. That was funny. No, he didn't use bad language, Peter Kay, no. Yeah, Billy Connolly could swear with the best, couldn't he? But he was funny. He was funny. You're watching from Uganda? Gosh, that's a long way away. What time is it over there? I didn't know I reached Uganda. I've got stardom in the world. I'm in Uganda now. I thought I only reached the UK and America. I never thought I reached Uganda. Oh, dearie me. I'm always amazed when people in different countries rather, you know, find me or somewhere. You know, I mean, I think Eason's sort of in. Um, Somebody's in Sweden that comes in, aren't they? Am I well known? It's like when the Nolan sisters always said that they were big in Japan. It'd be nice to know I was big in some country, apart from the size of me. I mean, that I would be well known, that I would be a superstar in somewhere like Japan. Is that an I-U-O or a L-U-O? Luo, I-O, U-A, O-A. I have no idea what it is. Sorry to be so ignorant, but oh dear. I only know a bit of schoolgirl French. That's about all I know. Oh dear. And when I watch something is in French and I'm like trying to understand it and it just eludes me half of the words. Oh, bread, yeah, of course. Oh, that was fabulous, wasn't it? And she used to open the chicken and they all used to put the mummy in. Yeah. Plaster of Paris. Croque monsieur. That's French, isn't it? I remember eating my first croque monsieur. I was on a train to Paris with my ex-husband, oh, many, many years ago. And they had hardly anything to eat in the buffet car. but they had a croque monsieur. And I thought, well, I have no idea what it is. Anyway, it was quite nice. Yeah, one foot in the grave. Lilo Lil, yeah. She had a very, very expressive face. Horses, Dufferster. And I used to watch Are You Being Served as well. Mrs. Slocum. With all the different colour hair. She used to have green hair, blue hair, pink hair. Oh dear. Mr. What's he called? Mr. Humphreys. I'm free. Yeah, those wigs, honestly, they were fantastic, weren't they? Every week she used to have a different one on. Uganda, I haven't been many places. I'll be truthful with you there. I haven't been to many places in this world. I'm very sadly, ooh, Betty. Yeah, Frank Spencer. I'm very sadly lacking in, I'm definitely not a worldwide traveller. Yeah. I imagine people who did travel the world, I would sort of envy people who travelled the world when it wasn't fashionable. I'm going back maybe in the 20s and the 30s when, airplane travel wasn't popular. Everybody went everywhere by boat. Even to travel to, when my cousin emigrated to Canada, they went by boat. Took them weeks to get there. Fancy being so intrepid that you would go, like these botanists that went looking for different kinds of plants and things all over the world, didn't they? People who did all this sort of travel into Egypt and places long before it was air travel and you could go and book it at travel agents and stuff. They must have been so brave, yeah. Yeah, I used to watch Star Trek, the first one, the first Star Trek. I used to watch Doctor Who. Of course, everybody watched Doctor Who, the first one. Then it got a bit silly. I don't watch the modern one. When they had the Daleks. I mean, now if you watch the programmes, they're so tame, aren't they? Doctor Who, the old ones, but we used to be, watching them. And the Daleks, oh gosh. They were so scary. Do you ever watch Blake 7, was it called? And then that one where they go into that time tunnel and they all kept zooming out and coming out the other side, didn't they? You never knew where they were going to go next, yeah. But I'm so old, I used to watch Wagon Train. And that bloke who was on the train, what's he called? Casey Jones. Of course, Starsky and Hutch. We all used to watch those programmes, didn't we? And I used to watch 77 Sunset Strip. Ephraim Zimbalist and what's he called? Ed Burns. Cookie, lend me your comb. Rawhide, yeah. Hit 'em up, 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 you're high. A lot of British women go to Africa and pick up a toy boy. I'm not into toy boys anymore. Too old for a toy boy. Too old. A lot of British women go to Turkey and places like that and come back. Oh, I've had a toy boy in my time. He was 13 years younger than me. I went out with him for 9 years. See, I can draw men. Well, I could. My bait's gone off a bit now. But when I was younger, yeah. I think my ex-husband was the oldest man I ever dated. All the others after that were much younger. I didn't go out deliberately to go and get a toy boy. It just happened that way. Yeah. Oh, Cat Weasel, yeah. Darleston Dynasty, as they call it in America. We used to call it Dynasty. Who shot JR? Do we care? I was watching that Joan Collins, they didn't want Joan Collins, they wanted Sophia Loren, but she wouldn't do it. I wonder why. They used to wear these fantastic jumpers, I think it was in Dynasty, and people would come in the shop and they would seriously say, do you have the pattern for that sweater that was in Dynasty yesterday? And I'm like, no, they paid thousands of dollars for that sweater. It's a designer original, you know, when it's big shoulder pads and all the fancy embroidery. 8 years younger. Oh, mine was 13 years younger. 13. Beat you with that one. And I did have another one that was 15 years younger than me, but that didn't last long. He was all right. So I got rid of him. Scrounger was the word. He thought I was his meal ticket, you know what I mean? So I soon got rid of him. Took me a while to cotton on. He was always on the scrounge. Yeah. Hello, Jill. How you doing? How's your renovation work coming on? Have you sorted out your water? Not how water works. Water. Water to her dad's house. Oh, Tenko. My mother loved Tenko. She absolutely never missed an episode of Tenko. I used to love that. The woman who was in Tenko, she went to be in that retirement home thing. Where she was called Diana in that one, always a rebel. There wasn't one foot in the grave, it was Waiting for God, that was the one. That was a good programme as well. Chris hasn't even packed up yet, Jill. He's not gone yet. He's still with us, Jill. Yeah, Waiting for God. I love that. She's such a good actress, isn't she? Stephanie something or other she's called, isn't she? She's a very good actress. He's leaving on a jet plane. Well, he's not exactly. He's leaving on a U-Haul, aren't you, Chris? Yeah, Stephanie Cole. She's a brilliant actress. You're repacking? Why did you unpack? Well, I suppose you pack things you need, don't you? Yeah. Hey, Gloria. Hello. Oh, colitis, heel pain, and bursitis. Oh, trust you to have three things at once, Jill. Yeah, Fine Romance, Dame Judy, yeah. She was good in everything, wasn't she? Oh, my goodness me. Man, you've got to go long distance in America. You know, for us in England, it would never be that much because England's not that big. If we went from one end of England to the other, it's probably like you going out of state, isn't it? Oh, your dad's got water. Hooray! One stage further to him being ready for moving in as time goes by. They're all great programs, weren't they? Oh, I can't watch that. Naked Attraction. Oh my God, yeah. I turned over to watch a program and caught the last couple of minutes of that Naked Attraction, and I was like, what on earth is that? If you're choosing a partner, you wouldn't choose one by that, would you? That part of the anatomy. You wouldn't say, oh, yeah, I'll have that one over there. You know, you wouldn't, would you? Hi, Pam. Oh, Petrocelli, yeah, I used to watch, and Cagney and Lacey, yeah. And I did watch a few of Laverne and Shirley, but not that many. I used to watch Mary Tyler Moore, in American show, wasn't it? Yeah, you'll be packing your dad up soon, won't you? Moving him out. Yeah, Mary Tyler Moore, I used to watch that. Oh, God, no. No, I don't like. I mean, I'm not a prude, but you don't want to watch people parading around with no clothes on, do you? You know, if you're going to choose somebody to date, you want to know their personality and everything about them. You don't want to know what's underneath their clothes, do you? That's not why you would choose a partner by the size of, yeah, whatever. You know, that's something you find out further along the line, or am I old fashioned, you know? You didn't know what you were getting till much further along when you'd been dating, did you? Yeah. No, I said I'm old fashioned, I think. That's why I don't like these things like, you know, these reality shows where they're jumping into bed and, you know, it's not giving the right impression, is it, to young people? You know, you'll be famous for being famous on telly if you jump into bed with everybody. Yeah. And everybody's watching it saying, oh, are they doing it? How are they? That was my daughter. She'd get a flat of my hand for being a slut. Oh, I've had a few of them, Nathan, when I used to be on that Yahoo chat. I used to say, no, thank you. If you're going to send me a photograph, at least send me one of your face. I don't want to see any other part of your anatomy. Yeah, I don't know why people find it enthralling watching. Yeah, that's all they can do, isn't it? Smut. You know, let's show people sleeping with everybody else. Oh my God, yeah. But I stopped being on Yahoo chat because of that, Nathan. A guy would say, hi, hello. And the next thing, this picture would come and you think, oh God, you know. Yeah, but that gives them the wrong impression that they maybe go out for a Saturday night and they don't think it's anything wrong with sleeping some Tom, Dick or Harry that they've only just met and they never see again. And I'm like, no, have a bit of respect. You know, to me, you don't respect yourself. Oh, eating at the time, oh. No. No, maybe I'm a prude, I don't know, maybe I am. But I just don't like all that sort of thing. Bring back the one-piece swimsuit with legs in, you know, sleeves. I don't want to see all these fake boobs hanging out of a triangle. Let's see who can wear the smallest bikini and who has the biggest fake boobs, yeah. Were crocheting today? Yeah, I was making some little scrunchy things ready for the craft fair. That's what I've been making today. I'm just not in the mood at the moment for doing any crocheting. I'm just really off everything. And this morning when I first got up, my fingers were so stiff and sore because it was cold. And until my fingers warm up, I can't. I used to like the bikinis, you know, when Brigitte Bardot used to wear them. They were proper bikinis, weren't they? They weren't triangles with everything hanging out, were they? Exactly, Craft Angel, exactly. Oh, no, not a knitted cosy, no. They weren't knitted. The ones I'm talking about, they were stretchy, weren't they? But they were discreet. Yeah, I like Endeavour. I've watched them all. That's the only trouble. There's no more. He's not doing any more, is he? Not doing any more Endeavour. I used to like that other one as well with the vicar. What was that called? Can't think what it was called now. The vicar changed in it, didn't it? It was one actor and then it changed to another actor. No, not the Vicar of Dibley, no. It was, no, not Father Brown. No, no, no. He was younger than Father Brown. I like Father Brown, don't get me wrong. Oh, gosh. Bridget Bardot was beautiful, wasn't she? Grantchester, that's the one. She was beautiful. There was nobody like her when she was in. I mean, they're all going on about her, how wrinkly and horrible and all things she is now. For goodness sake, she's about 80. Let her grow old gracefully. At least she's not all lifted, shifted, botoxed and pinned. You know, she's just natural, isn't she? I don't know why people bring her down. Oh, we've all had the knitted swimsuits, haven't we? When we was kids. I didn't have a knitted swimsuit. I had one that was made out of like bubble elastic, shearing elastic. You know, one size fits all. I think my mother made it when I was about 3 and she still wanted me to wear it when I was 12, yeah. It was like a bubble. You used to shear it with a shearing elastic one way and then another way, and it made little bubbles where everybody had them. You made them out of a big piece of. Man, his swimsuits were expensive, let's face it. You made them out of a piece of material you had. You know. Oh, those awful, awful swimming caps, yeah. They never kept your hair dry, did they? I used to get so annoyed because when it was in the 60s, the boys would have long hair and they didn't have to wear a swimming cap. And girls who had shortish hair had to wear one. Yeah, but people always, you see these pictures, don't you, on the internet saying, oh, look at this, look how she looks now. And I'm thinking, she's 70 odd or she's 80. For goodness sake, you can't expect her to look like she did when she was 30. You know, why just admit that people age? I mean, flipping heck, I don't like having all these saggy bits and wrinkly bits, but it's part of growing old, you know, and I'm not so vain that I have to do something about it. It's just, you know, I'll be 78 next month. I mean, good grief, you know, if I don't have any wrinkles and crinkles, then something's wrong, isn't it? You know, you can't expect women to, you know, I could look quite young if I did that, but that means I would have to go and have a facelift, which I won't do. So these bits sag down. It's life, isn't it? You can't help it. All right, Bellwether. Bye now. Oh, God, what has she done to herself, Katie Price? Hi, Lydia. Oh, the lips. Oh, my God. Katie Price looks a mess. I'm sorry, but she does. She looks a mess. Plastic surgery. Oh, my God, yeah. I can understand having a little bit of Botox or a little bit of this and that, but extreme facelifts and stuff like that, no. And those great big lips and fake boobs, you know. What are they going to look like when they're 80 and their lips deflate and their boobs deflate? And what are they going to look like? If I look old and wrinkled, at least I'm natural. I have to laugh more because then, you know, your cheeks are not so bad. Bye, Pam. See you later. Oh, gosh, yeah, stay away from fire. You'd melt, wouldn't you, with all that silicone? Yeah, sadly, I think Helen Mirren's had a bit of a tweak, hasn't she? But at least she doesn't look as though she's been in a wind tunnel, does she? But some stars, they just look so fake. Oh, Madonna, what has she done to herself? Yeah, I mean, people can have tattoos, but I don't like them on the face. You're right there, Munchkin. I don't like what I call visible ones, you know. Oh, Sharon Osbourne, she's been on that blooming jabbing thing, hasn't she, to lose weight? She looks like a skeleton. Even she admits she doesn't look good now. She's lost so much weight. She said she wishes she'd never done the jab thing because now she can't put the weight back on. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, I doubt that I would have plastic surgery if I had all the money in the world. I might do a bit of filler just down there, you know, to get rid of those a bit. But I wouldn't want a facelift. You know, it's just, you can do whatever you want, but you're still old on the inside, aren't you? You're still that same age inside, even though you nip and tuck everything. You can't go any younger, can you? You can try to look a bit younger, but you can't actually go younger. Oh, tell me about it, Lydia. Everything's blooming sag since mine. Yeah, but it's all the pressure, isn't it? Peer pressure, pressure of opinion. I mean, Dolly Parton admits what she's done. At least she says it costs. It cost a lot, and she had to look as fake as I am. Yeah. Oh, doctors are only in it for the money, aren't they? They don't care. You know, if some woman comes in and says, "I want everything shifted and lifted," and they'll do it, don't they? Oh yeah, Dolly's made a fortune out of looking fake, hasn't she? But she admits it. She doesn't say, "Oh, I've not had a facelift." Oh, me, no, no, I've not had anything done. And you're like, liar, liar, your pants on fire. But like, like Dolly Parton and Joan Rivers, they used to admit it, didn't they? They used to say, "I'm going in for another facelift," and they used to say it. But some, they're like, "Oh, no, not me. No, not me. I've not had a facelift. I've not had my nose done." Yeah, right. What, Dolly Parton with a great big wigs? Well, a lot of them wore wigs. I mean, like, I remember watching a program when the Supremes, with Diana Ross and that, were all in their heyday. And they were saying that when they left a show, they would walk out of the stage door and people would just think they were cleaners because they took their wigs off and took their makeup off. And when they walked out of the stage door, they were just like three ordinary looking black women. And nobody thought they were the Supremes. They used to walk past everybody and nobody knew who they were. Yeah. I used to like James Garner. What was he in? He used to be in something, didn't he? He was in a detective program. Yeah, they did. People outside used to be saying, are the Supremes still in there? And they'd say, oh, yeah, no, they've gone. Rockford Files, that was it. Nothing wrong with being a cleaner, Munchkin. Nothing wrong with it at all. I wish I could still do my cleaning. I do a bit, but it takes it out on me. I mean, at one time, my God, I used to be scrubbing and cleaning windows and up on ladders and stuff like that. And now I can only go on one rung of a ladder before I go, oh. If you knew how many times I fell off the bottom rung of a ladder, can't even go up 2 steps. Oh, Monk, yeah, I did. Yeah, watch Monk. With his OCD wiping everything. Yeah. I used to watch another one as well where he used to pretend that he was psychic. That Corbin, what's it was in? It was played his dad. I haven't seen it for ages. He used to pretend he was psychic and he could do things, and it was all trickery. He just had a good memory for looking at things. Oh, Quincy, yeah. I used to watch Quincy. Can't think what the program was called. There was him and his black friend, and they ran this like a detective agency. And I said that Corbin, what's he called? Corbin Berrin or Corbin, somebody was played his dad. I used to watch that. I haven't seen that for ages. I think there's only one series of it. Gone. Completely gone. I can't remember. Are any of you old enough to remember? The names and the faces of this have been changed to protect the innocent. What was it called? Oh my God. Oh, I can't think what it was called. Oh. Yeah, Jonathan Creek, yeah. Some of them were good, weren't they? That one. It's on the tip of my tongue what it's called. It was very, 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 very old. And they used to always say the name, some of the facts are true, but the name Dragnet, that's the one. You're right on the ball there, Val. Dragnet. That shows our ages, yeah. Dragnet. Some of the stories are true, but the names and the faces have been changed to protect the innocent or something. He used to always say that every time. Dragnet. God, that's going back when I was a teenager, I think. Even before. Tales of the Unexpected. That still comes on occasionally, that. Tales of the Unexpected. It was that ooh music. I never got into that other one that was something X Files. I never got into that. The X Files. I watched a couple of them, but I never really got into it at all. I don't know why I never did. Everybody used to like watching the X Files, but I never did. Yeah, Mission Impossible. Yeah, with him with the chains around his neck. Oh, that was what you call it, wasn't it? Mission Impossible was. This is your. It will self-destruct or something in so many seconds. If you don't A-team, yeah. If you don't choose to take on this. And Charlie's Angels, do you remember? Everybody got mad over Charlie's Angels, all the men, didn't they? With Farrah Fawcett Majors. Charlie's Angels. We all tried to do our hair, didn't we? Like Farrah Fawcett. I've always had weedy hair, so it would never do anything like that. I would have had to wear a wig. X-Files, yeah, I never did. Oh, God, I need to do my roots. Look at that, my grey's coming through. Oh, my God, look at the state of that. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, and it will self-destruct. This message will self-destruct or something. Do you remember Fantasy Island and Love Boat? The Saint's still on, as well as the Persuaders. They're on as well. They're on the telly at the minute. Yeah, the plane. Yeah, Fantasy Island. I used to watch that. Do you remember Gilligan's Island, or are you all too young? I think even I'm a bit too old, too young for that. Gilligan's, I think it was Gilligan's Island. It was black and white, wasn't it? Buck Rogers. I used to watch Roy Rogers and Trigger. Yeah, yeah, Gilligan's Island. Yeah, yeah. I don't think I watched The Rifleman. The name rings a bell. Maybe I did. They were the good old days. All filmed in the studio. You could tell this. Yeah, Cheyenne. I used to watch that. God, where are they all gone? Where are all these good programs gone? Yeah, Wagon Train. You never miss Wagon Train. I don't think they ever got anywhere, did they, on Wagon Train? They were always going. Wagon Train was always going somewhere, always being shot at, weren't they? Or with arrows by the Indians. Yeah, Little House on the Prairie. And we're back to the Waltons, aren't we? And Hoss. Yeah, Bonanza, that's what I was just going to say. Hoss and Little Joe. Little Joe. Little Joe? Michael Landon, he was so lovely. So good looking. Yeah. I still like Starsky and Hutch with Huggy Bear. Battlestar Galactica, that's a bit more modern, I think, that one, yeah. Yeah, Cheers, I never miss Cheers. And they're bringing Frasier back, aren't they? I keep seeing adverts for it on Facebook for Frasier. Although a lot of the people, I think there's only. Yeah, I remember Blake 7, but not Battlestar Galactica. I'm just trying to think who was in Blake 7. I used to think he was so handsome. And of course, we used to watch Robin Hood. Robin Hood, Robin Hood, riding through the glen. Oh, Munchkin, you're very lucky then. There've been about 6, I think, on my programme tonight. Yeah, Robin Hood, with his merry men. Feared by the bad, loved by the good. Robin Hood, Robin Hood. Yeah, he plays the dad, I think, Frasier's dad. Because he died, didn't he, the one who played the original one, yeah. Robin Hood with Maid Marian and Friar Tuck. As I say, some great things that have all gone. Instead of which we've got I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and Big Brother. Ugh. What a load of rubbish. And if it wasn't for, what do you call it, quiz shows, there'd be no telly at all in the afternoon. Oh gosh, yeah, the Bionic Man. Forgotten about her. Wonder Woman. I knitted little Wonder Woman outfits for Barbie dolls. Yeah, they were so tiny. I still got them somewhere. I showed them on one of my videos, and this woman said, I want to buy them all. How much do you want for them all? And I'm like, I'm not selling them. I said, they're heirlooms. Wonder Woman, Bella Emberg. Yeah. I was just reading a bit about her. She died with alcohol poisoning, I think, Bella Emberg. Oh, Bewitched, yeah. I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair. Yeah, I used to wish I could twitch my nose and get my housework done, like a Bewitched. Oh, yeah, TJ Hooker. I've forgotten about him. Did you fit in the lift with Bella Remberg? She was a big girl, weren't she? Yeah, T.J. Hook, I forgot about him. Captain Kirk. Yeah, Magnum PI. There's a new Magnum actually on telly at the moment. A different Magnum. It's not Tom Selleck, obviously. Thunderbird, yeah. There was that other one. She was like an underwater thing. It was a puppet thing. Oh gosh, yeah. Chips and the motorbikes, yeah. Aquamarina, that was it. Marina, Aquamarina. Like this mermaid thing that used to be similar time to. Was that Stingray? Similar time to Thunderbirds, wasn't it? Oh, so the earth didn't move for you, Chris, last week. Oh God, Journey into Space. I used to listen to that on the radio. And Quatermass. Do you remember Quatermass? Ooh. Yeah. And of course, on the radio, we used to watch Larry the Lamb in Toy Town. Used to listen to that. Listen with Mother. Oh my God. That's how old I am. Before there was a telly. We didn't get a telly. We got a telly for the coronation. Not the king, the queen. And it was 9 inches square. Our telly, black and white. God, smaller than a, what do you call it now? Kindle. And the picture was so fuzzy. We were there with the aerial, trying to get the aerial in the right position, trying to watch the Queen. That's when we got a telly. 1953, I think it was. We were one of the first people on our street to get a telly. Ooh. Bycroft Angel. Oh, we thought we were 8. 9-inch telly. Brown Baker light it was. I used to watch a thing with little kittens and they lived in an igloo. And I was only be about, what, I must have been about 7 or 8, I think, when 1953. And nobody ever remembers this little children's series with these little kittens. And they lived in an igloo and it used to keep snowing. And every time I mention it to people, people go, never heard of that, I never saw that. And I know I didn't make it up. I know I watched it. But nobody ever remembers this program with the igloos. So if you were around in 1953, can you tell me, did you see the kittens and the igloos? Nobody ever remembers that. They remember Andy Pandy and all that. And the wooden tops and the flower pot men. They remember all them, but they don't remember these kittens. Mm. I've looked on the internet and all, and I can't see any mention. It's like they never existed. I should write to that footage detective, shouldn't I? And ask them if anybody's ever heard of it. Because I'm sure it happened. Sure I didn't dream it. One must do my hair. I'm going to stay at that. I was trying to hang on till it was nearing my birthday, but I can't cope with that. That's going to get done. Can't do with all that. That's why I don't want to grow it out. But what colour it is? Grey as anything. If it was that colour, I wouldn't mind. But it's that colour I don't like. So dark. Captain Kangaroo. No, I remember Skippy. Skippy, Skippy, Skippy the bush kangaroo. Yeah, we all used to watch Skippy, didn't we? Oh dear. Yeah, my son used to watch Sesame Street. I used to watch the Muppets. I was way too old for the Muppets, but we all watched the Muppets, didn't we? Come on. Even though I was probably about 30 when it came on, the Muppets, but I don't know, Chris. It was, I'm sure it was like it used to come on with these little kittens and their mittens. But nobody's heard of it. And I've looked on YouTube and I've looked on the internet and nobody ever knows what I'm talking about. I'm going to ask the footage detectives. I'm going to write to them and ask if anybody's ever remembered it. I love watching that, footage detectives. All spitting image. They got away with murder, didn't they? If it was on now, I'd love to see them on now because they'd have a go, wouldn't they, their own family? They'd probably get sued now. How dare you? Just think of all the people they could put on spitting image. All the people they could troll. There's some characters now, isn't there? It's a bit like watching South Park, isn't it? When they put people on there and they don't like it, do they? Oh dear. Oh, getting tired now. They brought it back, yeah, not recently though, did they? It's not been on for a good while, has it? They probably couldn't get away with what they used to get away with. People would probably sue them or something nowadays. I've lost my ball of red wool. It's gone under the chair. Prudence, Primrose and Nelson. Prudence Kitten, that sounds familiar. Was that from a long time ago? Like about 1950 something? Oh God, I can't get my ball of wool. Oh, I can't pick anything up. I like it when they never go down. Your ball of wool never goes down. It's still the same size as it was when you started. I don't leave these about, otherwise they finish up all around the garden with our Rosa. She's got a thing about wool. Hello, Daniel. How are you tonight? Oh, it's getting near the witching hour. I think Arian's gone to bed already. It's all very quiet upstairs. Oh, and I'm yawning my head off here. Oh dear. The fire must have gone out because I've gone cold. I've ordered a new... Oh, Annette Mills. I used to watch Muffin. We want Muffin, Muffin the mule. Good old Muffin playing the fool. We want Muffin, everybody sing. We want Muffin the mule. And he had these great big thick strings, and he used to come clonking across this, what do you call it? Grand piano. It used to be there, Annette Mills. Oh, Annie Walker. Yeah, she used to be the landlady of the pub. Oh dear. Yeah, Dragnet, yeah. Captain Pugwash. You all remember Mr. Ben when he used to go into the fancy dress shop, didn't he, and come out the other side of somewhere else. Oh dear. Mr. Ben. You still look at Dragnet. Is it still on? Still around? Yeah, I must look up Prudence Kit and see if it's that what I remember. See all the good things. They're bringing back the memories. Will these youngsters of today remember anything that's on telly now when they are about Mr. Magoo? Remember Mr. Magoo? Tracy from Crochet Rocks, she always says, I'm a bit Magoo today. He could never see anything with them big glasses on, could he? Mr. Magoo. Yeah, puppets. Yeah, Prudence Kitten was a puppet, yeah. Arian's favourite was Lamsey. Oh my God, we should have had a Prudence Kitten. Was Lamsey when he used to go around saying, it's the wolf, it's the wolf. Instead of saying it's the wolf. And Arian, when he was tiny, used to go around going, it's the wolf, it's the wolf. Yeah, it was called Lamsey. I don't know what it was in. It was some cartoon character thing that he used to watch. Yeah. And we all remember, don't we? 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4. 5 bananas in a bunch of maybe many more. And of course, we all remember Camberwick Green and the other one. What's it called? Pew, Pew, Barney McGrew, Cuthbert, Dibble and Grub. Yeah, it was Camberwick Green and the other one. I can't remember what the other one. Trumpton, yes, it. Barney Miller, Barney Miller. When he used to do the banana splits, yeah. And then, yay, with the monkeys. Arian used to watch them as well. Oh, Ballamora, yeah. Ballamora, tell us a story. Yeah. Oh, Arian wouldn't go out on a Saturday morning if the banana splits and the monkeys were on. Couldn't get him out the house. Used to be glued. And he used to love like Trumpton and Camberwick Green, yes. And he used to go, the fire engine used to be going ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. And we all remember Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Oh yeah, the magic roundabout. Do you ever remember that programme about the herbs that used to live in the garden? They were sort of about round about the same time as the magic roundabout. Yeah, they all had herb names, like dill, didn't they, and all stuff like that. The magic roundabout, the one I remember the most, yeah, parsley, yeah. The one I remember most is Ermintrude the cow on the magic roundabout, and Florence, yeah. That one that was on the spring. I don't know who he was, I can't remember. Or Dylan the dog, yeah. Oh, with that long hair. You didn't know whether he was going backwards or forwards, did you, with Dylan? Zebedee, that was the one, yeah, Zebedee. I can't remember the herb garden. There was like, yeah, parsley and stuff and all that. They all had the names of herbs and they all lived in this garden. I can remember dill and parsley. Can't remember much more about it. Some stay in your mind, don't they? And others are just like vague memories as they go by. You can sort of vaguely remember watching them many moons ago. Oh, the ads are running again. We used to watch Champion the Wonder Horse and Mr. Ed. Yeah. And that alien, what was he called? Alf. Was he called Alf? That sort of alien creature that used to live. That was weird. God, things are coming back that I've forgotten all about. Forgotten all about Alf. And of course, we all remember Mork and Mindy. Nanu, Nanu. Yeah, we don't have Saturday morning television anymore, do we? All we have is cooking shows and breakfast shows and all that rubbish. That's the one. Sir Basil, Lady Rosemary, Bayleaf, and Sage the Owl. Yeah, I remember the owl. Yeah, my favourite Martian. And the one I never used to miss when I was about in my 20s or 30s was Rowan and Martin's Laughing with Goldie Hawn and Joanne Worley. And that bloke who used to pop up out of the bushes going, very interesting but dumb. And that one with the hairnet on that used to swing her handbag at everybody. Because she used to think everybody was after her. She'd have the wrinkly stockings on. I used to love Rowan and Martin's Laughing. And they used to keep opening the doors and coming out with jokes. Sometimes they'd be laughing so much they couldn't tell the joke. Yeah, it was the first time I ever saw Goldie Hawn. Ruth Buzzy, yeah. And she used to play that old lady with the hairnet on, didn't she? And then there was that one that used to do the telephonist. Oh, yeah, Last of the Summer Wine. The one who used to do the telephonist, she's still around. Oh, the Golden Girls, yeah. My niece absolutely adored them. She used to go ring-a-ding-ding, ring-a-ding-ding, ring-a-ding-ding. Yeah. Ernestine, that's the one, Lily Tomlin. She was good. But we never used to miss Rowing and Martin's Laughing. Loads of people never remember it, but we never missed it. It was on a Saturday night. Never missed it. Oh, yeah, thank you for being a friend. Oh, they've all passed away now, haven't they? Betty White was the last one, wasn't she? Yeah, is this the party to whom I am speaking? Yeah. We should say ring-a-ring, ring-a-ding, ring-a-ding. Yeah. Yeah, the Fonz. Yay. They don't make them like they used to. Yeah, happy days. They were all really, really good ones. Yeah. Well, it's the witching hour, people. So I've got to go to Lily Tomlinson. Yeah, Tomlin was called Tomlinson. Yeah. It's the witching hour. I'm going to Bobo's. I hope your move goes fine. Yeah, one ring is dingling, two ringy dingies, yeah. Yeah, yeah, one ringy dingy. When they used to argue with her, and she used to say, I can cut you off. And then she'd be arguing with the electric company, and they said, oh, but we can turn you off. And it used to come dark, didn't it? She used to go, oops. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's Cinderella time, Nathan. It's the witching hour. It's time to go. Andy is waving. Oh, yeah, enjoy your holidays. Enjoy your holidays, Val. Don't forget my sticker rock, although I can't have it because I'm diabetic. No, leave the sticker rock. Forget it, yeah. Uh-huh. Hey, what one ringy dingy? That's off Rowan and Martin's Laughing. When she used to be the telephonist going, one ringy dingy, two ringy dingies. She used to be doing it. She was a telephonist. Chris, I hope your move goes okay. I hope you've moved. Everything goes fine for you for next week. And hopefully we'll see you next week. And I don't know where Shad's gone. He's obviously gone fishing. We've not had Shad on tonight, have we? Or Kaz. Kaz has been missing too. Right, okay. Bye, everybody. And I will see you all very soon. And I hope I'm going to make a video because I've got that magazine to show you all. Maybe tomorrow, she says. Hopefully. Bye now.